get ready.
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Good morning, tea sippers. I hope you guys are doing good today. So I want to come on here and talk about a few different people who are talking about the Diddy situation and how their stances have, funny enough, drastically changed since the video of Cassie coming out. Now, first, let's talk about Tiffany Red. Tiffany Red has been Cassie's friend for a long time. She was one of the few people in the industry. She's a singer, songwriter who spoke out and had Cassie's back. From day one, from the time Cassie filed the lawsuit, she was doing press runs saying that Cassie's not lying. I witnessed the abuse. Many people pushed her off to the side, said she was crazy, she was clout chasing. But as tea sippers, we had Tiffany's back from day one, and I knew that Tiffany was not lying. So she is addressing Diddy's apology, and I want y'all to watch what Tiffany has to say right here.
Cut it out, Puff. Cut it out. So you were disgusted back then, you're disgusted now. So let me ask you a question then. Was that the last time that you did that to her? Was that the last time you did that to any woman? If you're so disgusted and you went and you got all this help and you feel whatever. And if that's the case, why did you say enough is enough and say that she was lying? Say that all the things in her lawsuit are not true. That incident was in her lawsuit. I remember that incident because I was around. Remember? I remember her telling me about how you spent $50,000 to get rid of that video. Watching that video the other day was crazy because I thought no one was ever going to see it because of you. And now you're sorry? Really? Cry me a river, bro. You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. And I'm glad you don't want forgiveness because ain't nobody giving it to you over here. You know what you did. You're fine with your behavior. That's the bottom line. That is you. That person on that video is part of you. And that part of you needs to atone, needs to take whatever is coming to you because you have already sown these seeds. Take your punishment like a fucking man. Talking about you sorry. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, so you guys just saw what Tiffany said, and I'm glad that she basically called him out and said that apology's fake and, BS. And she also said that she never thought that she would see that tape, but she knew about it. She knew about what happened. So props to her for, still standing strong because it's hard when people are against you and people are making you feel like you're the crazy one. So, again, I have to refer back to Cat Williams and that Club Shay Shay interview. He said all lies will be exposed in 2024, and those who take offense, you'll understand why they take offense.
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Now, what I find very interesting is that about 8 months ago, Mr. Sean Puffy Diddy Combs was given the key to New York City, okay? A city right now that's falling apart, that's struggling. There's rats everywhere. People are peeing and defecating in the subways. The taxes are horrendous. People are fleeing New York like crazy, which is now causing the South to just totally rise in price. Miami, Florida, and other cities in Florida becoming more and more expensive to live because of the influx of New Yorkers fleeing the city. So like I said, 8 months ago, Diddy was given the key to the city and he was so happy. Mayor Adams was all teeth, as they gave him the key to the city. You couldn't tell Diddy shit. He put on a little performance in Times Square and all of his brain dead fans were there to support him and cheer him on and things like that. We didn't report on this story because I didn't give two shits about Diddy receiving a key, okay? So let's go back to 8 months ago when he got this key. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Yo, thank you very much. So,
So in life, you know, you'll go through some storms and some hard times, but when God pulls you out of that storm, you start to thrive. So today, not only am I getting the key to the city. Hey, what up, y'all? What's up? Welcome to New York. Not only, and I got the key to the city, so see me, all right? Not only am I getting the key to the city, today I return to music. Music is my #1 love, my passion. Do we got any R&B fans in the house?
We are here for an amazing moment, looking at one of New York City own, Harlem own. I am so proud to look at the recognition of what this brother has done. Getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics. Give your hand together to Sean P. Diddy Combs, our brother. Giving it up for him. Show him some love.
Reality, dream bigger and bolder. Spread love. I love y'all. Love, 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 love. Yeah. So what? Diddy got the city. Yeah, Diddy got the city.
All right, so you guys just saw that video. Now, what's very interesting is that we fast forward 8 months later, and now it's being noted that Mayor Adams may be rescinding the key back. This has never been done before, okay? So he did an interview this morning, and he's basically saying that his team is considering revoking Diddy's key to the city in light of the video that emerged of him assaulting Cassie. So y'all go ahead and check this out.
You've been very outspoken about breaking the cycle of domestic violence in New York City. And given everything that's developed over the weekend with P. Diddy, what are you thinking about possibly rescinding the honor that you gave him last year when you presented him with the key to the city?
I think all of us were deeply disturbed by watching that chilling video of the young lady being assaulted by him, and the committee and the team. We've never rescinded a key before, but we are now sitting down to see what the next steps forward are going to be.
So you are considering it?
We are taking everything under analysis, and the team will come back with me with a final determination.
All right, so you guys just saw that clip. And I find this very interesting that it took this video for these mofos to wake up. Mayor Eric Adams is older than me. He's old enough to be my daddy. So I'm sure you knew about the Diddy of yesteryear. You knew about him beating up Steve Stout. You knew about, him putting hands on many people because you grew up in New York City. But again, they were all blinded by the fame and the power and the money. And it's cool to stand adjacent next to a so-called billionaire mogul. So that's why he was given the key to the city. If they decide to revoke it, and is that going to clean up the subways? Is that going to bring down the taxes? Is that going to get rid of all the migrants that have also migrated to New York that's putting a stress on the economy? Yeah, take his key away, but what are you going to do for the city of New York? What are you going to do for the tax-paying citizens? Imagine if we gave the regular everyday person who wakes up and does the right thing and just tries to take care of themselves and their family. Imagine if they were given pats on the back and keys to the city. It'd probably be a lot happier place. But instead we give keys to the city to people like Diddy, okay, who has shown nothing but deviant behavior from day one, instead of people who actually work hard and actually try to help people because they're genuinely good people. So I feel no ways about this hollow gesture. I didn't care when they gave him the key, and I damn sure not going to care if and when they snatch it from Diddy's greasy hands, okay? So now let's mosey on down to the Breakfast Club. So this morning, Charlamagne the God, a.k.a. Charlamagne the Tea, because he's clearly a tea sipper, decided to finally flip and go off on Diddy. He gave him Donkey of the Day. He said that he wished Cassie would have shot him. The energy is so different now with Charlamagne than it was just a few months ago when him, Jess Hilarious, and DJ Envy were literally tiptoeing every time the conversation of Diddy came up. They were tiptoeing, making excuses, trying to quell the flames of social media. And now, Charlamagne is going in. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Here today for Monday, May 20th goes to Sean Combs. Not just Sean Combs, but the bad boy as a staff, record label, and mother effing crew, because y'all been enabling this kind of behavior for a long time. And clearly, after watching this apology video, and I put apology in air quotes, y'all are still enabling him. But let's start from the beginning. On Friday afternoon, a video from 2016 was released to CNN. And in the video, it shows Sean Combs viciously attacking and beating his then girlfriend, Cassie Van Torra. When I saw that video, I was disgusted and disappointed. Like Diddy need his ass beat. Like, I wish Cassie would have had a gun on her and would have shot him right there on the spot. That's my initial reaction, because that's how I always feel when I see situations like this. And then there's this weird sense of grief, because it is Diddy, right? Diddy is a hip hop hero. He's an ordinary person who did extraordinary things. To sit here and act like the man wasn't a huge part of our upbringing is a damn lie. So there's this weird sense of grief. Like, another one of our heroes has ruined their legacy, and it's their own fault because of poor choices? A lot of different emotions. But then yesterday, Sean Combs decided to apologize. Now, when I first watched that video, I said to myself, Negro, please. Okay, he's not sorry. He's sorry that video leaked. And he's sorry he got caught. See, up until that video being released, Sean Combs was denying everything. Sean Combs put out a press release. They put out a press release, him and his team, that said, for the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. His lawyer has been screaming since all these allegations have come out that this is a witch hunt. Diddy is innocent, and these people are looking for a quick payday. You let your son put out that weak-ass record, Pick a Side, taunting the FBI, basically telling people, keep that same energy when the smoke clears. Diddy, you posted on your page, time tells all. Yes, it does, sir, and it has told us that you are a liar. Okay, this is what I mean when I say people wake up every day and just volunteer lies. Diddy, how are we supposed to believe anything that comes out of your mouth? And furthermore, why should we not believe the rumors of things going in your mouth when you out here volunteering bold-faced lies? You would still be lying to us right now if it was no video. You didn't even apologize to Cassie in the video. Nor did you apologize for lying that you didn't do what you knew you was on tape doing. So who was this apology for? I'll tell you who it was for. Diddy's ego, Diddy's brand. Diddy and his handlers are looking at this all wrong. You trying to salvage his professional career. Let me be the first to tell you, that's a wrap. Okay, you can't take away nothing Diddy has done professionally. Those records stand. You can't rewrite history. But Diddy, your motto was forever, can't stop, won't stop. It's time to stop. Okay, because it has stopped, all right? There's nothing else for you to do other than deal with the consequences of your actions. I don't even know what all the actions are, but you do. You can't run from yourself. You was trying to the last few weeks to run from yourself. Hell, you knew this tape existed since 2016. So you've actually been running from yourself for years. I don't care how many times you change your name. I don't care how many times you tell us you changing your frequency. The best apology in life will always be changed behavior. You can't tell us your behavior has changed when up until yesterday, you were still willing to lie to the people about who you are and what you have done. Diddy shouldn't be worried about the general public right now. In fact, you shouldn't worry about the general public ever again, because that's over. The trust is gone. Thought I told you that we won't stop? You must have been talking about lying to yourself, because that's the only reason you would still keep any of this going. What's the saying? Trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and forever to repair. Diddy, you 54. Okay, you don't have forever. So while you still here, you need to be focusing on repairing your soul. You need to be focusing on whatever damage you have caused your lineage, your family, and other people. If you and your team are still sitting around trying to figure out how to keep the business going, if you're sitting around worrying about your professional life more than your personal life, then you just need to do us all the biggest favor and turn yourself in for who knows whatever other crimes you have committed that we don't know about, because you can't play with God. Okay, you can lie to your family, you can lie to the general public, but you can't lie to God, and you can't lie to yourself. And you know better. What happens when you know better but still don't choose better? You experiencing that right now, Sean. You was 46 in that video that we saw. You knew better, but you chose not to do better. And guess what? You can't run from yourself. Sean Combs, you've been running from yourself for a long time. That's why you keep changing your name. The drugs, the money, the liquor, the women, the nonstop party. That's all you running from yourself. But now, all that has come to an end. And if it hasn't, it better. Okay, you can't just keep changing the top layer. You got to do some real internal work, and you have all the money, all the resources to have access to the best everything. Stop spending the money and using the resources to attempt to cover up your lies, and start using the money and the resources to deal with your truth.
All right, so y'all just watched his video. It's funny that he's saying that y'all have been enabling. Who the fuck is y'all? Because last time I checked, I've been keeping my foot on Diddy's neck. Your old co-star, remember who put you on? Wendy Williams had been keeping her foot on Diddy's neck. And countless other people on social media have been keeping their feet on Diddy's neck. But we were called haters. We were called bitter. We were called broke. We were called, we're just trying to take down the black man. So Diddy may have been a hero to you and countless others, but he was definitely no hero of mine and countless others who have common sense and discernment. Okay, so besides making, music that was a soundtrack of our childhood, but now we find out he didn't have any hand in the music that was the soundtrack of our childhood. Everybody else wrote, everybody else produced. The only thing he did was parrot lyrics that were already written for him. So the man doesn't really have any talent. He's good at sucking people's energy. So I woke up a long time ago, okay, from seeing Diddy as any type of hero. We all watched Making of the Band. I hate the fact that he's trying to say that, people are hurt and, another hero's legacy is ruined in our eyes. Not if you already had common sense and discernment. I'm not hurt by his legacy being ruined because his legacy was already trash long before he put hands on Cassie. The only y'all is y'all there at the Breakfast Club, because let me rewind the tape back, okay? One thing we do here, we keep receipts. And so let's go back to just a month ago. I have clips from March and April, and the main conversation on social media is the Breakfast Club defending Diddy? There were several different instances where the topic of Diddy came up. They had all types of excuses. Jess Hilarious was even saying, y'all need to leave Carisha alone, as if Carisha's not out here pimping bitches and, telling Diddy to make bitches eat her out. As if we just made up that tweet. So it's very interesting how the energy all of a sudden is different once the tape comes out. But let's go ahead and watch these past clips.
In New York for Fashion Week, and she showed video. A lot of that stuff that they put in those documents, because a lot of people are saying a lot of that stuff that they put in the documents weren't true.
You think? All right. So say if they do find out like he was lying about a lot of stuff, Lil Rod, they could sue him back, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like everybody could sue him
Absolutely.
back. Yeah.
But the damage is already done, because it's what people
definitely.
already seen, is what people already believe, and I think this is part of the reason why the feds and Homeland Security is going so hard at Diddy is part of the stuff that's in those documents.
Social media cheapens a lot of things.
It does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just cheapens a lot of
doesn't
things.
seem heartfelt.
It makes a lot of things just seem like they're performative. It makes a lot of things just seem like they're entertainment.
Yep.
None of this stuff seems like it's from the heart when it comes via social media.
Well, either way, that is the news for the first hour. We can't expect nobody to just not support him. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But I found interesting in this. Teray shares his personal experience.
This might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and said, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern. And he said, yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. Yeah. And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. And the internship ended.
I think, and for those who don't know, Teray is a journalist. He was recently on MSNBC with Joy Ann Reid. Now, while I think it is completely effed up for somebody to be like, all right, it's over. You got the job. If you don't do this, it's over. But it's like, if you gave a nigga a choice and he turned it down.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But it got a choice and they turned it down. It's like, yo, okay, like, you feel me? Like,
It's still wrong in the workplace.
It's still
though.
wrong.
If you're a superior and you're doing that to somebody who's under you, that's an abuse of power.
Yeah.
Give them a choice, but
it's
you
like,
still,
there's no gun to your head. There's no, like, that ties into,
yes,
all
but
of this.
you still got to think about the position that the person.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
That I have here that Diddy was not named as the focus of the investigation at this time. So why was they doing all that?
That's what I don't understand.
It's a lot going. It's like for a show.
That's what I said last night. I was thinking to myself, what do they know about this situation? Because if he's the focus of the investigation, he wasn't the focus of the investigation to Homeland Security, but he definitely was the focus of the investigation to social media.
Yeah, he was.
It was a show. I mean, the way that they came air, land, and sea. They act like he was with the mob and they were gonna have a gun battle and a gun shootout. We've never seen anything like that for alleged whatever it was, but they act like they were going for the mob.
But clearly they know something if they did all of that. So I'm just saying, what is the why is what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, they placed both of his sons, Justin Combs and King Combs, in handcuffs. The TMZ also tracked Diddy's personal jet, Love Air LLC, and is currently on the ground in Antigua, which is in the Caribbean, which sparked rumors that Diddy was fleeing or whatever. But then TMZ posted like 2 hours after his homes were raided that he was just walking around on the phone. You know what I mean?
Did they have warrants for Diddy? They have warrants for nobody, right?
To arrest anybody?
Yeah.
No, because they would have been arrested. I guess they had a warrant to look what they were to
investigate.
Yeah, investigate what they were looking for.
And then they bothering Carisha online. I seen on X, somebody said, well, where Carisha at? Like thousands of people reposted it, and she said, right here, what's up? But I'm just like, Carisha, you don't have to say nothing. Like, you don't. You really, really don't. No, like, don't say nothing, because these people. You know what I mean?
It feel like we watching a TV show.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
like in the TV show just starting to get good.
It's continuing, yeah.
And we about to figure out
like,
what the hell's been
like
going
we're
on.
at the peak of power.
Yeah.
Right now. I know everybody mad at this girl, but Candace Owens has said this about this whole takedown of the rap or hip hop nation or whatever. She said it.
You mentioned Diddy lawsuit.
Yeah,
you mentioned Diddy lawsuit twice.
You guys have definitely covered it, right?
Absolutely.
It's crazy.
Absolutely.
You know, it suggests that he was the Jeffrey Epstein of Hollywood, that there's a blackmail ring, that people are being given drugs, they're doing things while they're drugged, and then those people are controlled, right? Because if you're a rapper and your brand is hardcore and I have a video of you kissing a guy, and I'm like, I'll release it unless you say or do or take this position, that's a blackmail ring, right? So the Diddy lawsuit kind of led me to ask some larger questions about, okay, because I have been feeling like in my heart that something weird's going on with black media. You know, I'm like, what is this trash?
Absolutely. She said this, and then, see, now look. Like how the kids be, say, see, I told you. Yeah, see?
You ain't gonna be able to tell Candace Owens fans nothing about Candace Owens
I
now.
know, right?
Lord have mercy. She said that on Breakfast Club last week. She been saying that on her show for the past month.
Said it on her show.
Now this is happening. Lord have mercy. Lord.
There's something going on with like everybody though, like a lot going on.
Yeah, and we don't know nothing.
Nope.
That's the reality of the situation. We
like
really
you just
don't
said
know.
Yeah, you said that yesterday when I reported the Kate Middleton story. It's like you don't know what to believe.
No.
You don't know what
At
like,
all.
All right, so y'all just watched that clip, and y'all also saw, you know what I'm saying, backflipping Candace Owens was also on the Breakfast Club trying to pander to hip-hop audiences. You know, the same hip-hop that she detested and would drag 24/7 when she was employed at the Daily Wire. It was interesting how she tried to turn this into a conspiracy against quote-unquote black media. Because we know the Diddler, you know, at one point, you know, he lied and said he owned Revolt. Then we find out he only had shares in Revolt. You know, they had a lot of different Revolt shows with the Breakfast Club and other media entities. So they were trying to spin this like they're just trying to take down a black media mogul. But the rabbit hole goes so deep that's only surface level. The Breakfast Club went back to co-sign that clip. So if you read the comments on that TikTok video, and even on their comment section on that video, people are saying that people act like they didn't read Cassie's lawsuit. Come on. Yeah, I'm done with the Breakfast Club. They can't report news without clearly being biased. Watching this is sad. All puppets. They're definitely getting paid. Diddy is the focus of a Fed investigation. At Breakfast Club, get your updates, please. I act like Diddy got something on y'all. It's his home. They look for evidence first, then make arrests. Somebody also says they are really tiptoeing, not y'all trying to downplay it. Y'all could at least pretend it to be objective. Diddy got hit with the Frico. We need to investigate the Breakfast Club. Wendy Williams wouldn't have tiptoed around this topic. Diddy is the focus of an investigation. DJ Envy is shaking in his boots. So I can go on and on. These were comments from not even a month or two ago. Everybody was noticing the Breakfast Club and their BS and the way they were tiptoeing and soft shoeing around the topic of Diddy. So now for Charlamagne to come out and, you know, to say that, oh, I wish Cassie would have had a gun. Like, don't try and sound tough now, because y'all were definitely co-signing and standing beside this man and trying to play neutral when there was nothing to play neutral about. Diddy has been a fuckboy from day one, okay? But as long as he was cutting y'all checks and working with Revolt, y'all were down with it. It's funny that once the money's not moneying, now everybody sees the light. You know what I'm saying? Now that he's been taken down a peg and people aren't fooling with him and he no longer has that same power, prestige, or elitism that he had, you know what I'm saying, a few months back before all this came out, now everybody wants to back up off of him. Y'all should have been backed up off of him. This man has been showing y'all his true colors, which I didn't care. So I'm not impressed by this donkey of the day. He needs to give himself donkey of the day for basically tiptoeing and trying to find an out for this man for months. And Charlamagne may also want to simmer down, because imagine if somebody said that, you know, Jessica Reed should have, you know, offed him for what she went through. You know, it's very interesting how they forget about the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that has been said and whispered about them. It's very interesting how he forgets about the things that he's been tied to and accused of. So again, to me, I don't trust none of these media people. I think they're all big dick deviants. I think they all have issues. And the only reason why they're speaking out now loud and, you know, trying to distance themselves is because they don't want their pockets affected. How many weeks was DJ Academics making excuses for Diddy and, you know, and talking about the lawyer, you know, he's just looking for a bag and they're just trying to purposely take down Diddy. And then the video comes out, now everybody's trying to act shocked and change their tune. So I'm not surprised about any of this. And like Cat Williams said, the ones who are offended know why they're offended. And understand that them jumping ship and trying to do donkeys of the day and rescind keys and trying to change their stance, it's just a hollow gesture. I'm not impressed. The only person that's been 10 toes down in the industry standing publicly by Cassie has been Tiffany Red. Everybody else in the industry had been scared to speak because they don't want to lose their position. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire messy situation, honey. Once again, concerning the diddler. How do y'all feel about the Breakfast Club now doing a 180 and trying to sound tough? And then how do y'all feel about Eric Adams, you know, possibly rescinding the key as if that's going to somehow unlock the misery that's going on right now in New York City? So I look forward to reading y'all's comments. Make sure you guys leave this video with a like. Feel free to share the video. Most importantly, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers soon. So I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy your day. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the Lovelyti TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the Lovelyti TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.